Currently, we have a 1-1 score in the game number 3 in the semi-finals of today's Go for StarCraft 2 Cup number 3 in the premium, where the winner will qualify for the monthly finals. Spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, the winner of the first map, failed aggression in the second map. It is going to be ATcm.Elazer. And he is facing off against his purple Zerg opponent from GGRus. It is Revolver. Now, Revolver, of course, was previously in Team Spectre. Played a lot of good games there. Unfortunately, the story of Team Spectre did not end as well as the rest of the story most likely will for Revolver, because he's still a very good player. But let's see, it looks like we're going to have a very standard opening once again. Both players scouting towards the vertical position first. And Elazer has sent out that Overlord in a little bit of a funky direction towards a natural base. So these Overlords are not going to see each other. And that could mean, well, we're going to have a pretty late scout for that for sure. Elazer has dropped down that spawning pool first once again, and again we will see a hatchery first opening for Revolver. We'll put it down right there. And that's pretty much the opening that we've seen in all 3 games. Staying gasless can be a little bit tricky here, but well, it is pretty much possible to get the wall off going, but we'll just have to wait and see. It's still way too early to tell. Going for the pool first or for the hatch first at 15 supply really does not matter all that much. You're just going to be able to, well, with a pool first you're going to be able to defend against a 10 pool a little bit easier. And with the hatch first you're going to be able, you're going to have a tougher time defending against very early aggression. But you will have your queen synchronized from the beginning, and you'll have more time to do other things in the game. Because looking at the current APM, it's already looking pretty high for both these players. Really liking to hit their buttons. But let's see. No gases have been taken for both of these players, so it might be a gasless opening, but still, 1 gas guys in the main base could not hurt for either of them. They have scouted each other out. Oh, this is actually poking forward pretty far. Revolver getting the confirmation that no gas guys has been taken just yet, so he will feel safe for quite some time. Natural base is up and running. And a Revolver has now dropped down his own gas, so he is looking to tech up to. Zergling speed pretty fast, or he might just go for very quick roach speed once again for that very quick lair. He is definitely capable of doing that. Just did not work out so well in game number 1. But in a setup like this, you have this ramp at the main base that you can hold. If you take your natural, it does not matter too much for your third base, because there's still only 1 ramp that you have to defend. And as long as you can defend that ramp, you're going to be in golden position. Now, Elazer did produce a few Zerglings. They will go for the full scout out of the base of Revolver. He wants to see what exactly is going on, and he knows exactly how much gas has been taken. So Elazer will get his own gas guards at his natural base. And these Zerglings of Elazer just keeping Revolver's Zerglings busy a little bit until the queen pops out, because the queen is going to have a ranged attack. That's going to make it a lot easier to deal with those Zerglings, of course. But everything is still looking pretty standard. Revolver did go for Zergling speed, but he cancelled it to go straight into the lair the moment that the Zerglings were dead. So a little bit of mind games is going on, and that's a very nice mind game that definitely can cost a player the game. But it is not down and out just yet. It just depends on how Elazer is going to respond to this. He has opted to go for his own Zergling speed right now. But on this map, it's going to be quite a bit harder to get your opponent out of position. Because if you defend this choke, you have 3 bases covered if there's only a roach attack coming your way. And attacking upper ramp can be pretty tricky as a Zerg player, especially during the roach versus roach timings. So Elazer did opt to go for a 3rd base right now. He is confident that he will be able to defend it, and the wall off with double evolution chamber has already come down. Oh, 1 Zergling does make it through though. Sees how much gas has been mined. Queen is going to intercept this. And he does not know for sure if there was something behind this mineral line. That is going to be very nice. Also does not know how much gas has been taken. But we will see the 1-1 on the way for the roaches. It is about time for a roach warrior now too. And he will drop it down. There we go. But still no third base on the map for Revolver. He can put it down. Looking at the worker count, Elazer is pretty far ahead already. But the roaches are starting to pull up for Revolver. Elazer is expecting a Zergling attack, but it's not going to come. Instead, roaches will start pulling up. Revolver is going to go for his own +1 attack upgrade. And of course, roach speed. Oh, he's trying to deny that drone from putting down that hatchery. But this is exactly what I mean. Once the roaches are out, it's going to be pretty much impossible for Zerglings to go for any type of harass. Try and get a cancel on that. But Elazer will have the advantage that he got it quite a bit sooner. And now with his own roach warren done, he will start a lot of his own roaches. So in case Revolver wants to go for an attack once again, it's not going to work out too well for him. But at least Revolver will have roach speed. He can retreat. He can take whichever engagement that he wants to take. And the Overlords will provide vision. He will see that the roaches are already gone here. He wants to go for the cancel once again, or at least pull back the army of Revolver to the best of his abilities. But the roaches that are already at the front, they don't care. They are just moving forward. Looking at the current roach count, it's 10 against 19. Revolver almost doubling the roach count. But of course, Defender's advantage is pretty huge. Zerglings were picked off in the main base. And now both players are stuck to their own sides. Oh, 2 roaches are being donated here by Revolver. A little bit of a miss rally. One of them does get taken out. One is already at half health. And without Burrow, it's going to take a long time before that's going to be done. Also, Elazer has gotten his own 1-1 right now. It just finished up, and he has started his roach speed, so it can be a little bit more aggressive on the map too. But Revolver is returning back home. He knows that he cannot really attack into that, and attacking up can be extremely powerful in a setup like this. So let's see how that will in fact work out for him in the later stage of this game. Behind this, Revolver also produced quite a few drones. He's currently up 7 workers over Elazer, but Elazer also continuing to produce drones. But the economy for both these players is looking amazing. And the Overseers will do the scouting for them now. Roach versus Roach battles, I don't really like them on the map like this because, well, it's just going to be one route into the third base, into the natural base, into the main base. And yes, you can say you can break down these rocks, go into the natural base, but look how small that choke is. There can be a concave on the top of that ramp in no time. But Elazer looks to want to push here. Oh, Revolver is greeting it. He knows he has roach speed and Elazer does not. This can get pretty painful pretty quickly. And another miss-rally for Elazer. A lot of roaches are getting miss-rallied right there. Revolver taking a very nice supply lead already. You have to pay attention to your roaches, especially if your opponent has roach speed and you do not. Now, while he was retreating, Elazer has finished up his own roach speed. Some roaches will still come in from the sides. He's going to lose a few of them. He is behind in the current setup, but he will have the defender's advantage. And Revolver behind this is already tackling up to the infestation pit. He already has it done. He is finishing up his +2 attack upgrade, so he will have another attack advantage in the current state. And Elazer is trying to push this back, but it is not looking too good for him. He has to retreat into those spine crawlers. They are going to be a saving grace for now, and more roads are moving forward. The infestation pit of Revolver is not going to be used for anything just yet. And Elazer really has to be careful. He is at an upgrade deficit. His +2 attack upgrade is not done just yet, and Revolver is getting his infestors out. He did not go for pathogen glands, so he's not going to be able to have enough energy for fungals immediately. But still, once they are out for a little bit, he will be able to use those infestors and get the damage done. He can force engagements whenever he wants to. But Elazer with his macro, he has been able to equalize the supplies a little bit, going for that 4th base a little bit faster than Revolver is, and he went into the Hydralisk den. So both of these players are attacking up in this game, and the choke for Elazer is going to be held. So Revolver has no opportunity to battle into that. Also, Revolver will take his 4th base. This was looking to go into either a very quick Zergling game, or a pretty long game where positioning just gets so insanely important. Elazer also getting his infestation pit right now. He's getting his +2 armor. Of course, you need an infestation pit and a hive to go into that +3 attack and carapace upgrades. So that's why Revolver has stopped upgrading. Well, he could go into the carapace upgrade, because if your opponent is up 2 carapace upgrades over you, that is still going to count for something. Revolver is moving forward. A lot of spine-crawlers are being made, but a lot of them will never finish. But Revolver, Elazer was clearing out those rocks, and a little bit out of position. But now with the roach moving forward, Elazer will be able to push this back once again. But remember, the investors do have fungal energy right now, and he can try forcing the engagement with the amount of spine crawlers here. It can still get pretty tricky. There's going to be the first fungal, but at the cost of an infestor. This is not the best position for Elazer to fight in, but a lot of his roaches were fungal. The energy on those infestors, however, is now going to be done. Revolver is taking a very nice supply lead going in. Oh, Elazer is going to go into Spire and into the hive tech already. His +2 carapace is about to be done. So Elazer is really tacking up pretty fast, and from 8 gas geysers you can get a lot of tech out pretty fast. So it looks like he wants to go straight into Brute Lords, and I don't mind that at all. Revolver will be adding on a Hydralisk, but you still need quite a few Hydralisks, and those Hydralisks need to be underneath the Brute Lord if they really want to be effective. But Brute Lords is still a very long way away. But at least Elazer will be maxed out. He has a few Hydralisks for his own defense, but he's not going into those infestors. And will we see the Spire be turned into a Greater Spire immediately the moment that it pops? I do believe so. Come on, start the Greater Spire. That's your plan, right? You want to go into the Brute Lords? Yeah, there we go. Does get started. But remember also, Elazer with his roaches and Hydralisks, he has a 2-2. He has the 2-2 upgrades done. Revolver has the +2 attack upgrade, but no carapace upgrades whatsoever. Well, he has the +1 carapace upgrade too, excuse me. So still only 1 carapace upgrade advantage, not the biggest of advantages. Hydralisks from both these players do so much damage from behind. The Spineclaw is also chipping in their extra damage, but it looks like Revolver wants to bust through, trade away a lot of his units, and he's going to be able to do so. But at the cost of pretty much the entire army. He will be remaxing on 49 roaches, a huge count. And he has kept a lot of his Hydralisks alive. Elazer's Hydralisks were dying off quite a bit. But of course he's worried about reinforcements coming through. He does have his Greater Spire finishing up very quickly right now. But he did not make any Corruptors. He needs to stay safe for now, because the transition into Brute Lords can still be pretty funky. Roach actually made it to the natural base of Revolver, trying to pick off a few of those workers. He got 32, which is a very nice count for him for sure. Only 33 drones are remaining for Revolver, but look at that army supply, 106 against 164. That is a pretty big difference. So Elazer will be depending on those Spinecrawlers to tank the damage and the Hydralisks to deal the damage. But I would even say that this Hydralisk count might be a little bit too high. Revolver is looking to push in once again. Spinecrawlers are not done. Those will tank a little bit of the damage, but is it going to be enough? There are now 2 Corruptors on the production tab. They are not going to be useful, and it looks like Revolver, is he going to push through here? No Spinecrawlers are finishing up. Revolver is pushing through. He has gotten the better concave, and Elazer falls to taking a little bit too fast, and Revolver with his roaches does push through. So Revolver will face off against Bly in the finals in the next best